Hey guys, what's going on? It's Phoenix back for another video. We're doing a take 3 of this because shenanigans with the first 2 takes. Anyway, we're going to talk about some Blokees figures today, and we're actually starting with kind of like the middle of the 4 Ironhide here, just because reasons. Ordered 4 around Black Friday that time of year, just because I was intrigued enough by them, but I didn't want to order a full case. 2 felt like too small, and I didn't want to order like more than 4. They took a while to get here. They arrived, I think, a couple days ago finally, which was interesting. So I guess they were literally just like made in the factory when I ordered them or something, because I think I just ordered them directly from the Blokees website, which is just kind of weird. I probably should just order them from TF Source or wherever. Anyway, so the autofocus is being rude on Ironhide here, and the lighting in this room is terrible in our house, but Ironhide's perfectly fine in my opinion. Of the 2 Autobots that I ended up getting, I don't know where he is in terms of like rank favorite or anything, to be honest, but there's a bit of an uncanny valley thing happening with his head for me. And I don't know how well that's showing up, but I don't know, just like his face looks, it's like a combination of too young, too stern, but also just too, like, it's like too young, too stern, but it also looks like the high schooler who's too full of himself and hasn't had his like college reality check or his university reality check yet, right? Like, I know there's just a little too much of like the arrogant jock-ish vibe with this head sculpt. I don't know, it's just something about it. Just, it's a good head sculpt, but like the details are just kind of mushy, especially around like the nose and the mouth and the chin and everything. But then it just, I don't know, I feel like it just quite misses the mark in a way that I can't quite fully explain. Jazz. I like him. I gave him the same blast effect. It's in my pocket that you just saw on Ironhide. There you go. There's that up close. That one I actually think came with Megatron, which was a random, so even the accessories are kind of a random pack in. At least the blast effects are. And we'll get to Megatron next. Jazz is one of those Transformers where I can't really ever articulate why I like him as a character. And I like the Blokey version of Jazz, but my issues kind of lie in the tolerances on Jazz all feel a little bit too loose, like in the ball joints. And I'm not really a fan of just across the board, like the clear ball joint thing. I'll just show you on Jazz because his head pops off easily. Like that clear ball joint for the head, for the feet, I'm sure that's a durable plastic, but I don't know how I feel about it. Jazz's ball socket connection there on the head is very easy to pop off, which is a little bit disturbing. A little bit too 07 live action movie on that one. And like the head just feels kind of cluttered to me with the wheels right there. So that's just an interesting design choice. I would have preferred them to have it like, if you could have them on the, I don't know, on the shoulders or something. I know that's probably not canonically accurate, but I don't really care. I also might just like figure out about a way to just put them on the inside of the forearms or something. I also don't really care, if I'm being honest. And the shoulder wheels get in the way because literally if you rotate it more than like that, then the head just pops off the ball joint. And then you've got that situation, which I don't know if you guys can see. Basically because of the way the head is sculpted or the face is sculpted, and there's not like blue visor paint going all the way up to the top of the head, and the way it like kind of rests in the grooves for the helmet, there's a little strip of gray like right above there, like where the eyebrows would be, and that just kind of bothers me from an aesthetic standpoint. He's still cool though. I still like him. He's just probably my least favorite, if I'm being completely honest. You know what? We'll go. These next 2 are honestly kind of tied for me. But we'll go with the one that I'll probably keep on my desk. Although I am probably gonna swap out the pointer finger, as you can see, because that's, yeah. I don't know. I might. We'll see. You guys know who he is. I'm just fiddling with him because I can. Megatron is pretty neat. I just don't think he has like that shoulder range for the posability for the pointer finger. Although that does look pretty cool. I don't know. Megatron might be the one that I keep on my desk. We'll see. He's fun. Of the 4, he's probably the one that I fiddle with the most, I want to say, although I fiddle with them all pretty equally. And he is very neat looking. It's just like, I don't know. None of them have that like that wow factor. It's like, oh, that's neat. That was a fun build. I have like no burning need to get the rest of the Blokees, or especially the Transformers 1 ones. But I get why people really like them, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, Megatron is very cool. I do like his overall aesthetic and everything. I'm just trying to think of, like, honestly, if I'm going to keep him on my desk or whatever. Because the desk is already getting kind of cluttered. So, we'll see. But that's Megatron. He's neat. I like him. He's honestly probably the most detailed out of these 4. And then the first one that I built, and it's funny with these Blokees, like, once you build one, you know how to build all of them. Like, it's incredibly intuitive. It's just once you have to just, like, figure it out, like, a little bit step by step. You have to follow it step by step at first. Can't talk. But then once you know what you're doing with the first one, you can just build them all in, like, 5 minutes. And I actually built this one before a date night, because the package came, like, an hour before we were supposed to leave. And then, took me about 25 minutes to do, just to get used to, like, where the pieces went and everything, and find everything and all that stuff. But Skywarp, Thew's favorite one. Honestly, like, again, pretty neat. Again, doesn't have like that same wow factor, or that any of these don't really have for me. But very posable, honestly very cool, very expressive with the posing. And I'm not much of a like, oh, Seekers, I have to get every Seeker kind of guy, but like, I don't know, Skywarp is fun and neat, and he's been catching my eye a lot more since I got these 4. So we'll see if he stays on the desk instead of Megatron, whatever. But I don't know, he's neat. I do like his aesthetic the most of the 4. But at the same time, the more I've looked at all 4 of them, I think he has the same face issue that Ironhide does for me, where his face just misses the mark a little bit, and I can't like fully articulate why, right? Like, it's not like Uncanny Valley. It seems a little too like, it seems a little bit too like Overlord, the Sky Shadow leader class remold from a few years ago. Too pouty lip-y. I know, just something about it feels too like, it's meh to me. It's whelming. I don't know. So something about it feels a little bit off in a way that I can't really describe. But other than that, he is very cool. So yeah, that's the Blokees. Thanks for listening to me ramble for 7.5 minutes. See you guys in the next one.